Hi, my friend Aimee had talked about how one of her mother's friends did an herbalist course, and in that last year in Utah, one of the professors was concerned about her ongoing sinus issues, and was like, "Oh, you're still having really bad sinus issues this morning? Smell this." And, she inhaled some pharmaceutical grade cayenne pepper, and that cleared up her sinuses, and she's never had a problem since. I hate headaches. I hate allergies. If there's a chance this could work, it should be worth it, I hope. I did some research. This is actually kind of a normal thing that people do, apparently, on the internet. So, yeah, I am recording this for posterity because I have a feeling it will be epically amusing, at least to my friends. As long as it clears me out, I'm good. Dear God, I can't believe I'm going to be doing this. What I saw on the internet said you're supposed to, completely close off one, inhale about a 1/16 to an 1/8 of a teaspoon. That's teaspoon, not tablespoon. Oh God, no, not tablespoon. And then do it for the other nostril. I'm going to try to do one and then immediately do the other because it may be double the intensity, but it won't last as long. I hope. I really hope. And yes, this is a sinus rinse that I have with just Culligan water at the moment, because I have been recommended to have a way out if it gets really bad. But isn't that kind of the point, that the badness is going to clear it out? Okay. So it was interesting. Good God, it's interesting. I do have a high pain tolerance compared to most people. But this isn't just, it does have a little pain, but wow, it almost feels like it's fizzing. Oh, wow. In some ways, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. However, I'm standing next to the sink because I expect to be cleared out very shortly. Oh. How do I look, Aimee?
Like you've just sniffed cayenne pepper.
Do I look as bad or worse than you expected, or not as bad?
You actually look better than I expected, because I would probably be doubled over somewhere.
Yeah. I did mention a high pain tolerance. It is an interesting sensation going on inside.
By the way, when you want me to stop filming, just let me know.
Oh. I'm trying to make sure you don't see what comes out. The drainage is, of course, expected. Just feel free to keep filming, because I'm sure if there's parts to edit out later, we can edit out later.
Okay.
Whew.
Actually, your eyes look like they're clearing up a little bit.
Nice. I'm curious to see what this looks like in the mirror. So there were more bloodshot right after?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. I expected my face to be beet red right now.
I expected it would be too.
My nose is dripping. I'm not going to blow it because I want to keep this. I don't want to have to inject, do that again. Surprisingly, little cayenne is dripping out already. Hey, Okay, that's more like what I expected.
Guess what?
Whew. So, apparently it's not as bad as I thought.
You're going to make this a regular routine thing, aren't you?
I hope not. I'm hoping this will only have to be done once to work like it did for your mother's friend.
You still seem like the type of guy who would be like, you know, it worked a year ago. Let's try it again.
If necessary, and now that I have the footage to show that really it isn't all that bad. 1 second.
Sneeze?
Again, surprised I haven't sneezed yet, but
What?
I'm feeling the tickle. And getting a text message. Or a email. Okay, so I thought I was going to sneeze. Mind you, I did the long hot shower earlier and tried to clear out as much as I could without Cayenne. Because I didn't want to have like a big glob come out.
Well, I would think that that would make it worse too if you hadn't cleared it out. Because Cayenne is pretty potent.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about like I would have had to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Sneeze, you're teasing me here. Tease. Ah.
How you feel, Jared?
Not so bad, actually. Surprisingly. Okay, I think I'm going to actually blow my nose out because it's starting to...
Yeah.
Yep, that's Cayenne.
Okay, give me a minute.
I also made sure to have this in the bathroom because I figured this was where I would end up, but I figured it would be more towards the toilet. Really? Not that bad. It's still burning.
It's okay.
Like the nose.
Second opinion.
Children, remember, when you're blowing your nose, you're supposed to do one nostril at a time. Otherwise, it might back up into your sinus or into your ears.
Oh, you got some stuff? Which one should you get?
The exterior of my nose is what's burning really bad right now.
I could see that.
Interior, for some reason. You can see it?
Well, no, I mean, I could actually, I mean, if you're blowing your nose, I could see where, yeah, you're going to get on your skin and stuff, so.
Yep. Oh.
Generally, for stuff like that, I mean, because with her, she had it, you know, go way up into the sinus cavity because he didn't warn her, and that's why he didn't. Mm-hmm. Well, and they had, you know, her medical history.
That's why I used the straw. And I did it quick, because that's supposed to get it up in there.
Well, and they had her medical history and everything, so they didn't have to worry about, you know, the...
Heart attack. I don't die.
Okay, that's good to know.
People have tried. It's never... I'll explain that not when recording.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. So yeah. I'm not dead yet. And...
But do you feel happy?
My nose is not happy, but my sinuses are...
Clearing out already?
Yeah.
Huh? You're a lot braver than I am.
Well, there's a fine line between bravery and stupidity. I try not to cross it. I try to dance that line, but... Oh. I'll give it a few more minutes. Just, actually, maybe I should hang out in there. I don't know.
It's up to you. You're the guy with the, you know...
I'm wishing I had Kleenexes with the lotion. Because it's the skin right on the outside of my nose that's burning.
I was gonna say, as it clears out, wash it and put like a little bit of like olive oil on your nose.
I should have done that beforehand to protect the skin. I'll remember that in case I ever need to do something this stupid again.
Well, actually, if you were going to do something this stupid again, I would recommend going with full out Vaseline on your nose before you do it because you get a better seal. Generally, I like to stay away from coal tar products on the skin. Mm-hmm. But for several reasons. But, you know, yeah, because you'll just get a better seal on it. But
yeah. think most of the cayenne pepper's out because only a little bit's coming out now.
Is it still burning, or?
Oh, yeah! I almost feel like the Kool-Aid Man. Oh, yeah! So, how many minutes in are we?
I think 10?
Already?
I don't know. I'm a little confused by my camera.
Okay, let me see.
Because it looks like the second counter is the one...
By the way, this is Aimee, the person who told me about her mother's friend.
Hello?
Yeah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes since you started recording. I did babble on for a good half a minute to a minute, you know, making sure I did the disclaimer, kids, don't try this at home, and or at least I hope I did the disclaimer.
We can always add one.
Yes, kids, don't try this at home. Parents, check with professionals first. Apparently, there's a lot of health professionals that recommend this, especially if you have issues with antibiotics and you do get a deep sinus infection. There are other mixes that are not just cayenne that have antiseptic, but don't just trust the internet. The internet is often not completely accurate or true. Yeah. Still burning, by the way. It's just, I'm more used to it now.
I figure it'll probably keep burning for a while. That's why I was asking, because you don't look like a person who has their sinuses burning.
I'm thinking that it's possible that I've cleared out one part, and maybe I should do it again to get the deep sinus. I'm not sure it hit the back of the sinuses.
It's up to you.
I have more on the plate.
Okay.
So, I didn't see anything saying don't do it twice in a row or do it twice in a row in my research. So this may be where the really bad idea comes in. Kids, definitely do not try this at home. Professionals, if this was a bad idea, I wish you would have posted something on the internet before I did this. It's already too late to put the olive oil on since it's already burning, because that would just hold it in, but...
I'm saying that once you get it clear and then the olive oil.
Oh, and the water that's on my shirt is from my roommate doing dishes earlier. I leaned over the sink, and yeah, the water right here, it's from dishes. It's not from...
That's better than when I lean against the sink, because... Well, anyway.
That's a much more pleasant image. Gonna blow my nose one more time first. Like I said, I want to clear this out. I would really like to be as successful as her mother's friend who has never had allergies or anything else happen to her in the future. This isn't pharmaceutical grade like she had been tricked into sniffing. So I'm probably not going to have as successful, but it's worth a shot. Okay. And back to the bathroom, just in case. Because I will probably be bent. I'm surprised not bent over in pain. This is kind of surprising.
Well, you do also eat a lot of spicy peppers, so...
I do like a spicy meatball. So, we're on round 2. Which, if we do put this on YouTube, I'll probably, split up the videos. Yeah, this is nowhere near as bad as I thought it would be. Oh wait, there's the feeling again. It's almost feeling like fizzing. Here comes the waterworks. And now I get to try to see if the... No, my eyes are about the same as...
I was gonna say they're not as bloodshot as when it first hit you. Because it was noticeable.
Yeah. But of course, potheads, it made my eyes bloodshot before it cleared up, so this is not a way to get rid of the bloodshot eyes. Might sober you up real quick, but it's not a way to get the bloodshot out of the eyes. Whew. I am surprised that my roommate's daughter is not here watching just to see how bad it could be.
But she's off doing fun kid things. Presumably. I don't know.
True. And I still haven't sneezed. What is up with that?
No.
And I'm hoping that me spitting into the sink is off camera, but... Because yes, you don't want to... Achoo! Finally!
There you go.
Achoo! Whew! Yes, when you have large quantities of mucus, you do not want to swallow that. That will cause you to go into a state of reverse peristalsis, which is scientific speak for praising the porcelain god, or vomiting. So, yes, I said reverse peristalsis as a child because I was a geek. I'm glad I did the clearing out beforehand. I'm remembering when the last time I saw my grandparents, there was a lot of mold in their house up in the mountains, and I'm allergic to mold. I drove out of the mountains like 4,000 feet down to 200 feet sea level to visit my friend Kwai, and his family has a Chinese restaurant, and I went there. I was all kinds of miserable. It was really horrid. I had Mongolian beef because that's one of my favorite dishes.
It is really good.
Oh, especially if you have real Chinese cooking. Yeah. And Kwai and Aaron, one of my friends, they had things that had the Chinese big peppers, and they would pick them out and put them on a plate. I was feeling so miserable that I ended up taking 3 of those, popped some in my mouth, and started chewing, and then washed it down with some Mountain Dew. Shortly thereafter, everything that was in here was in my mouth, and I was running for the bathroom just to clear it so I wouldn't have to swallow it. So I do know of the benefits of capsaicin, which is the primary chemical in peppers, which is why, again, I cleared things out as much as I could before doing this. Yeah. Not as bad as I was expecting. Definitely going to the Brazen Head for lunch. I didn't think I'd be functional enough.
I was kind of wondering about that myself.
Still not going yet because I want to give it a chance to work as much as possible. I don't know if I'm sadistic enough to, or masochistic enough to do this a 3rd time. You know, pounding through the layers.
I think twice is probably enough for today.
Mm-hmm. And now I finally have had Cayenne go down the other way, so... Yeah. My eyes are shiny. They are so shiny. Because this will make you tear up. No matter how macho you are, you will tear up if you get a face full of capsaicin.
See.
Whew.
And what you can't see is the amusement on Aimee's face.
I don't know if I would call it amusement.
Incredulity.
Not quite that either. I'm trying to think of what the word is for it. I mean, it's a little surprise.
Mm-hmm. Surprise, amusement, the holy heck, I can't believe you did that.
Mostly that. But that's okay, because I'm the woman who puts lemon essential oil on my face. So
What's wrong with that?
it burns, but it keeps acne at bay, at least for me. And it's also great because it stimulates collagen production.
I'll keep that in mind. I only really have one wrinkle, and that's up here, and that's because I have...
Well, for me, because I think I'm, at least out here, having eczema issues on my face, according to the doctor. Well, at least it's very similar to what I apparently have on my hands they diagnosed.
Uh-huh.
I've actually found frankincense, and then the lemon oil seemed to be keeping it at bay of, because the frankincense sometimes clogs my pores a little bit, but if I combine the two, because frankincense is very healing for the skin in general, but it's still pore issues, so yeah.
And now I'm back to feeling mostly the burn on the outside of my nose.
Like I said, when
Let's see if this will help.
I was going to say, when we know that the skin's clear, a little bit of olive oil, and there's some other soothing things that you can do for it.
Definitely not soothing to put Cayenne up your nose.
And your faithful cat just is sitting in the hallway.
Yep, he's making sure I'm okay. Right, kitty? Mm-hmm. Oh, show Gizmo. Hi, kitty. Oh. So, I think we're good. Kids, again, do not try this at home. Parents, if you try it, make sure you research first. But I can see why. Mind you, Cayenne is also supposed to be antimicrobial, so not just bacterial, but also viral. Which is why, for people that have an infection, this is a good treatment. In the expression, all the things that I researched online. So, if you're completely plugged up, I don't know if it's going to do the cure that I hope. I hate allergies. I like nature. Hate allergies. But if it does, if it's worth it, here's hoping. See y'all later, guys.